This is a Nekko Media podcast.
What's your pleasure, sir?
Welcome, cinephiles and Cenobites. This is episode 12 of season 3. I'm your host, Annika P. Instead of reviewing what was originally planned, Mox and Ono decided to change it up a bit and review a movie currently available on Amazon Prime. They watch and talk about Destination Wedding. You know, the rom-com with Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder. They should have just done Dracula. Bram Stoker's Dracula. At least that one's got vampires in it. And Gary Oldman. Whatever. Here's their review. Destination Wedding.
All right, welcome to this new episode of the Cinephiles and Cenobites podcast. I am Onofre, and with me, my hetero life mate, Mox.
What's up, guys?
All right, so we're going to change it up a bit.
Yeah.
I've been hearing all the news about the new Halloween movie. It's breaking records.
Is it?
It's just doing fantastic for just the horror genre. You know,
Really?
It's out on top. It's like, all right.
Damn,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay. I think it's the film that everyone's been waiting for. I think what? Is it like 40
Is it?
years? 40 years since the first
since
one?
the actual continuation? Yeah.
So it's like, oh.
I mean, if we're not going to count Rob Zombies, which I feel like we should, at least the first half. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'm interested to see from the, what's her name? Fucking Sarah Connor aspect. You know, she's been training all this 40 years. She's ready for that motherfucker to get out. And when he gets out, you know, it's changing from that slasher narrative to now it's a fucking action.
Yeah. I mean, there's Peppermint too, right? That movie.
Peppermint.
Although she only took 5 years to train.
Right.
Well,
A lot
this-
can happen, though.
Yeah.
In 5 years, right?
I mean-
Fucking, isn't at the time Arrow trained on that island?
Well-
Supposedly, Batman only trained for 7 years ish.
Really? 7 years with the League of Shadows?
I think 7 years total he was away from Gotham, so maybe he spent a year fucking off, and then maybe 6 years with the League of Shadows.
Really? Because if you become like a top student with the Shadow, like you something special then.
That's pretty renowned, yeah.
You know, that's like,
So it's genetics and drive.
yeah, it's like, oh yeah, it's got to be both. Because it's like, you know, oh, I want to walk on to the Jets, see what I can do.
Right.
I got no college career. I'm just a,
I mean,
A
you gotta be
bartender.
Michael Jordan's genetics with Michael Jordan's drive.
oh yeah.
You know,
right,
you
right.
missing one or the other, and you're not him. You're some other guy who's probably pro, but you know,
Right. I mean,
you didn't influence a generation.
yeah. So instead of all of that, today we're going to be reviewing Destination Wedding.
Yup.
Destination Wedding, aka a narcissist can't die because then the entire world
The
would
world.
end.
Yeah.
Yes. So the
This movie is cynical in everything except the actual narrative itself.
written and directed by Victor Levin, and the movie stars it only stars there's an
Basically
entire
two
cast.
people.
Yeah, we got Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder back together again. The last time
Oh God!
Um,
Please don't say it was Dracula.
it was Dracula. Bram Stoker's
Dracula.
Dracula.
Oh God!
Reunion.
Dr. Jonathan, whatever the
But-
fuck his
But
name.
it looked like John Wick and Joyce Byers. Let's go. According to IMDb, the story of two miserable and unpleasant wedding guests, Lindsay and Frank, who develop a mutual affection despite themselves. Yeah, so pretty much they meet at the airport. Turns out
Mhm.
they're on the same flight. It turns out they're guests at the same wedding. And
This movie hits basically all the normal romantic beats, right? I feel
yes, it does. Yeah.
it's sort of how they frame it and the type of characters that they're showing that set this movie apart.
I think it also has an underlying thing, like they're polar opposites.
With exception of their misery, I feel, right? That's
Yes.
even though she's slightly more optimistic than him. I feel like though she's the classic hot mess, and he's kind of the classic curmudgeon, even though he's not that old. You know, it's kind of a crusty misanthrope almost.
Yeah, yeah. What were your initial thoughts going into the movie?
Well, it had to hit a certain bar because, you know, we decided to cover it because you had already saw it and you liked it. So I was expecting it to be good. We watched the trailer first and I thought, oh, I wasn't that impressed by the difference in the type of narrative. But right from the start, I found it funny and relatable. And I like Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder. And I found it interesting how they really just put the camera there and let the actors just kind of carry the world and the scene.
Yeah, yeah. Another thing to point out too, they're the only speaking characters in this movie.
In the entire film.
Aside from, you know, the TV
Right.
playing stuff, you know, it's actual soap opera going on, but it's just them two talking throughout. You know, they're at a wedding. Keanu Reeves' brother, his character's brother, is getting married, and there's no interaction whatsoever. So we get to know his family through them.
I feel, this easily could be a stage play.
Yes.
And if it does come from that source material, I usually hate dynamic shots. This was very static, but I like the lack of coverage. They just kind of plant the camera and then the characters exist. So you're really just watching this world as it unfolds. And I find that helped me get into it more than a lot of editing and, point of view and cutting to this and, going closer for more nuanced shit.
What I enjoyed most was the simplicity of the movie, the transitions, and especially the dynamic between them two. They do. I mean, you know, if it was any other actors playing in this movie, it probably wouldn't have worked or wouldn't have that same charm. You know.
True.
I mean, I get really excited when I see two former actors on screen again,
regrouping.
Yeah, like Magnificent Seven.
Ethan, you must have orgasmed with heat then.
I was like, yes. All right, but aside from the cynicism and like just not getting along, it works. Like this dynamic works, but it has to be
it's an optimistic
with
narrative.
Keanu and Winona. It has to be with two familiar people in order for this. I mean, to at least attract people to it first.
Yeah.
It's easily marketed with those two, but I feel like there should be rom-coms with Keanu Reeves co-starring former co-stars. You know,
we have him and Sandra. They did the Lake House.
Like that was a
I kind of like the Lake House
rom-com.
Actually.
Like that was a bomb movie. Yeah. Destination Wedding. It's kind of plucky, ditzy kind of rom-com. He should definitely do something with Rachel Weisz. He should do something.
What was he with her? What did he do with her before?
He actually did Constantine, and I believe she was.
Oh yeah,
they're
that's
also
right.
together in Chain Reaction.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, final thoughts on Destination Wedding?
Oh, definite. You'll watch CC, and I believe it streams for free on Prime, right?
If you're a Prime subscriber. Yes, you heard it here. Destination Wedding. All right, well, that is it for this episode. Thank you for checking it out. Be sure to check out this episode's show notes for links to all our social media sites. But other than that, be sure to visit our website, nekkomedia.com. That's NEKKO media.com. And we also be on Twitter and Instagram. Very active on both of those. And you can check those out at cynical_mass. That's CINECAL_MASS. And feel free to get in touch through email, cinephiles@cenobites@gmail.com. Any movie recommendations, we'd love to check it out. Any screeners, we'd love to review. Any potential guests? Yeah, we love having guests on the show too.
Yeah, if you're a filmmaker, fucking hit us a line and we'll get you on the show. Ask you your top 6 movies and what it's like to be an artist like you.
Oh, yes. and any fellow cinephiles and Cenobites. You are welcome.
Yes.
Any place that they can hit you up, Marks?
At villainous_kind, Instagram and fucking Twitter, but don't bother. I rarely check it except when I'm drunk. So
Okay.
I'd either send it to Ono or the show.
Yeah, you can check me out on Twitter at This Is Ono. That's This Is OHNO. Same goes for Instagram.
Oh no.
Yup. All right. Well, thank you again. Take it away, Annika.
This has been a Nekko Media podcast broadcasting from the Blood Cave, part of the /tag Potter family. For myself, Annika Pussyfoot, Mox, and Ono, keep the lights on and check under that bed because there's only one universal truth. No lives matter. That means you. Stay rating, Wokeland.
We have candy.
This is us, Ono and Mox's podcast. Sounds like crap leaving ass, or a duck fucking glass. Probably both, it's really bad, and we do the shit all for you. And we sound like shit while we do. Tigers podcast, we broadcasting shit podcast. Tigers podcast, in your face, in your dreams, shit podcast. Tigers podcast, we broadcasting shit podcast. Tiger Shit Podcast.